Hi students, welcome to Alphos e-learning program. Today we are going to discuss graphs of basic trigonometric functions. Okay, that is y equal to sin x, y equal to cos x, later we discuss tan, cos, etc. other also. Now let us check about y equal to sin x graph. Students, observe here, the graph is here. First of all, what values we have taken on x axis. On x axis you observe clearly 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, all values. So that means what is the value between 0 and pi by 2? Many values are there, 0, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.001 like that, many are there. Just I wrote here only few values which are on x axis. So other values also there, and what is the other values here? 0, 0 0.1 etc. up to pi by 2. And after that pi by 2 means 90 degrees, 91 degrees, 92 degrees, 92.33 degrees, 92.5 degrees like that up to here 180 degrees. Pi radians is 180 degrees. And after that 180 degrees, 181 degrees or 180.0 degrees etc. up to here 3 pi by 2, that is 270 degrees. Then again 271 degrees, 272 degrees up to here 360 degrees. Like this we are writing, but we denote here with the values as radians, okay, because usually trigonometric functions we measure in terms of radians. That is why I try to habituate to write in terms of radians rather in terms of degrees. Now 0, 90 degrees, 180, all these we wrote, and these are all values corresponding to which axis here? X axis. Then what about values on y axis? On y axis you observe this is 0, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3 or 0 0.0001 etc. up to here where we are considering 1, and between 0 and 1 suppose you will take 1 by 2 and here minus 1 by 2. Now you observe similarly on negative side of y axis also you can see here 0, minus 0 point etc. up to here values are minus 1. So now here we can say the curve here, the highest part, that is the maximum value, it is taking only plus 1, and the least value it is taking only minus 1. What are our observations from this one? First of all, whenever you have taken y equal to sin x, what about each point on the plane? Each point is of the form x comma y, and here what is that y value? That y value is nothing but here x comma sin x, okay. So whenever you are taking x value as 0, correspondingly sin 0 is here 0, and x value suppose you take 30 degrees, that is pi by 6, 30 degrees, correspondingly y value how much here? Sin 30 degrees. And what is sin 30 degrees? That is 1 by 2, and therefore this is pi by 6 comma how much? The value is 1 by 2. And if I take x equal to suppose pi by 4, that is here pi by 4 x value, correspondingly this is sin pi by 4, and thereby this is 1 by root 2, this is pi by 4 comma how much? 1 by root 2. Now observe here, don't misunderstand that I am taking only these values, not in that way. It takes all the real numbers. See here x axis it goes on, and this side negative, this side also goes on. That means here all real numbers you can take here for all these x values, and here whenever you are taking all the real numbers the graph is moving in the same way, just like a wave. Now like this if you take values 0, 0, pi by 6 1 by 2, pi by 4 1 by root 2 like that, and if I start here this is 0 comma 0, and then pi by 6 comma 1 by 2, 30 degrees suppose if I take 30 degrees comma this is 1 by 2, and if I take suppose pi by 2, x value if I take pi by 2, then correspondingly y value how much? Sin pi by 2, that is pi by 2 comma how much? This value 1. So this value is here pi by 2 comma 1, and next other value if I take pi, if I substitute it is 0, sin pi value 0. So this is the point pi comma 0, and next if you put 3 pi by 2 it is minus 1. So when x is 3 pi by 2 y value is minus 1, and if you join all these points you will obtain a wave type. Then suddenly we may get a doubt, What is the doubt? Why these are coming as a curve, why not as a line? That means why not this is of this model? Understand? It can be like this also. Why it is coming in this way instead of line here you have drawn as a curve? What is the reason? All these reason, tracing of curve you can observe in the chapter calculus. The name of the chapter itself is tracing of curves. So there clearly using calculus actually we got all these graphs, exactly where I have to turn this side and where I have to again another turn. All these you can observe in the concept of tracing of curves. So till the time you understand sine curve is nothing but a wave. And how is this wave also? Observe, no gaps at all. As I can't draw up to plus infinity, minus infinity, so I just take in this way. The meaning is it goes on like this only. So this is nothing but sine curve. This side up to minus infinity x values and this side up to plus infinity x values. So in this way when sine curve is going, all x axis it is taking. Then what are exactly points on this curve? It is a point corresponding, ordinate is 1 by 2, abscissa is 30 degrees. Corresponding abscissa 90 degrees, ordinate is 1. Now once the curve is going like this, we observe no breaks at all while drawing the curve, then it is known as continuous function. So sine function for all x belongs to R is continuous, no gaps at all, continuous. So first observation is it is continuous for all x belongs to R, for every real number whatever it is taking. And next one is here, if you write here this is 1, this is minus 1. However it is taking largest value, least value this side, but always the curve is not going above 1 and it is not coming below minus 1. That's why it is always taking values only in between minus 1 and plus 1, however x is large or x is smallest value. That's why that is here the sin x always belonging to minus 1 less than or equal to sin x less than or equal to plus 1. So here sin x is taking only in between minus 1 and plus 1, and this is also true for every real number x. Later, what is the next observation? The next observation you take when x values are increasing. X values are increasing from 0 to pi by 2, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 30 degrees, 31 degrees, like this it is going increasing, x values increasing, correspondingly y values also increasing. Understand students? Therefore, from 0 to pi by 2, the sine curve is known as an increasing function. As long as x is increasing, correspondingly y also increases. Therefore, for all x belongs to 0 pi by 2, the new name we are calling as sin x is increasing. So, sin x increases in which interval here? 0 pi by 2. And next value, suppose if I take from 90 degrees to 180 degrees, then how is the curve taking? When x is increasing like this, correspondingly y values are coming down. This is slowly they are falling down. That means it is known as decreasing function. So sin x decreases in the interval pi by 2 comma up to where it is coming in this way, up to 3 pi by 2 you can observe the same nature. So if you take pi by 2 onwards, slowly it is decreasing and correspondingly the values are decreasing up to 3 pi by 2. So pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, you can say the sine function decreases. Again if you observe 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, how is the function? As x is increasing like this, correspondingly y values also increases. Therefore, in 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, the function increases. Hence, in this way, you can tell about the nature of the function, sine function, using the graph where it is increasing, where it is decreasing. And earlier, we have observed between 0 pi by 2 means we considered as first quadrant. So, in first quadrant, sine increases. And this one is second quadrant, pi by 2 to pi. And that one is here, it is decreasing. Even in third quadrant also it is decreasing. 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi we considered as fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant what is happening? In fourth quadrant it is again increasing quadrant wise if you take. And next one is, after these observations, again from the same sine curve you can notice another point. And what is the another point is, how is the shape of the curve? Shape of the curve is like this, isn't it? It is a wave form. Only it is taking up, it is +1, that is maximum, and least it is -1, that is minimum. And in this one, while drawing the curve, you can observe here the curve shape. I can take here from here, that means from this part and up to this part. What is this part up to here? This is one complete part I have taken. And the same part you can observe, same shape is again and again repeating. Understand students, observe here from 0 to 2 pi, whatever the shape of the curve, that means it is coming in this way. So as it is coming like this, now same shape it is again following up to here. If you take again same shape, that means again it is coming in this way. So clearly you can observe here, if one shape is completed and next it is falling again, the same is continuing. Understand? Again the same is continuing. Again the same is continuing. In what gap it is continuing? In the gap of 2 pi. In the gap of 2 pi, the shape of the curve remains the same. That is known as period of the function. So from the graph you can decide even period of the function also. What is period of sin x here? The period of sin x is nothing but 2 pi, because the same shape you can observe for each of that period. And again you can use here not only that 0 to 2 pi I have taken. Understand students, not only 0 to 2 pi, suppose you start with minus pi by 2. Understand, minus pi by 2. What is that shape? It is like coming like this. Understand? And this is minus pi by 2 and this one is here 3 pi by 2. Then again what is the difference between these values? It is again 2 pi. Okay. So this difference also 2 pi. So minus pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2. Again same shape repeats. Same shape repeats. Understand? So period, however you started the shape of the curve, from here to here you start, or else from minus 90 to 3 pi by 2 you start, but the shape of the curve remains the same for a gap of here 2 pi units. That's why 2 pi is known as period of sine function. So now we observed from sine function what are the conditions, that means what are the results we observed. The results are, first one, it is a continuous curve, and after that we observed it is increasing 0 to 90, decreases 90 to here 270, again increases 270 to 360 and more also. Understand? So this one we observed the increasing and decreasing nature of the function. And later we observed sine can take all the real numbers, so that earlier also we have observed. And next one is, whatever the x largest or smallest, it is always in between which values? -1 and +1, only in between these. And next sine function is periodic function where the same shape is repeating in a gap of 2 pi units. That's why period of sine function is 2 pi. These are our observations from sine graph. Let us come with cosine function. Now this is the cosine function. Now how is the cosine function? This is also same, just like this only, wave form. What is the only difference from this shape and this shape? It is meeting x-axis where 90 degrees and here 270 degrees and here minus 90 degrees, minus 270 degrees, etc. Whereas this is meeting x-axis where 0, pi, 2 pi, etc. And we know here sin x value is 0 for all x, that means equal to n pi, where n is integer value. Now 0 means what is the value here? Whatever x you take here, that means if I take 0 comma 0 and next pi comma 0, and next 2 pi comma 0 plus or minus also you can take simultaneously. Whenever x is taking plus or minus pi, y value 0. Whenever x is taking plus or minus 2 pi, y value 0. That means whenever y is 0 means exactly the curve is intersecting x axis. Okay, at this stage y value 0. So these are the values you got from sine function, and in cosine function you observe the curve is meeting x axis at the points 90 and here 3 pi by 2 minus pi by 2 minus 3 pi by 2 etc. What are these values actually? Odd multiples of pi by 2. Earlier we observed cos x value is 0 for all x belongs to odd multiples of pi by 2. So here also same thing is happening. Whatever x value it is odd you observe here for all odd values of pi by 2, then the cosine function is taking 0 values. At that stage exactly it is cutting x axis. Now however we have drawn the sine curve in the same nature, that means taking points on x axis like all the real numbers here also you can use. So cos x graph can be drawn for every x belongs to R, and here also you observe it is taking extreme values plus 1 and minus 1. That means cosine function also in between minus 1 and plus 1. Cosine function also in between these minus 1 and plus 1. And next one is cos x is 0. That means it is meeting, intersecting x axis at what points? For all x belongs to odd multiples of pi by 2. Earlier also we observed this where n is integer. And next one is this is also continuous, no breaks, as we can't draw up to infinity, so we have to understand the curve is it goes on in this way. That means it takes the shape like this only. Okay, so it is a wave form. So it is continuous, no breaks at all, it is continuous throughout x belongs to real numbers. And later you observe the increasing and decreasing nature. Observe here clearly, as long as x is increasing, correspondingly y values are decreasing, and this you can observe throughout from where to where, 0 to pi. So from 0 to pi the cosine function is a decreasing function. Understand students, 0 to pi means nothing but first quadrant and this comes under second quadrant. Therefore from 0 to pi you can observe here the cosine is taking value slowly decreasing as x is increasing. Always here decreasing function, the word we are using when x values increases, correspondingly y equal to cos x function is decreasing. So now we can say cos x value decreases for all x belongs to here 0 comma pi. Understand? In the middle pi by 2 you will get 0, after that you will get again negative values. And next again cos x function increases when x is increasing like this, correspondingly slowly y values also here increases. Therefore as long as x is increasing, correspondingly y values also increases, and hence cos x increases in third quadrant and fourth quadrant, that is pi comma 2 pi. In this interval you can say it is increasing function. So students, these are sine function and cos function we have observed. And next immediately we can take cosecant and secant also. Cosecant function, what is actually cosecant x value? Y equal to cosecant x, if I draw, this is taken, then it is nothing but reciprocal of sine function, right? And we observed cosecant x cannot take all values. Which values it cannot take? Where sin x is not equal to 0. At that values only this x is defined, but whenever sin x is 0, cosecant x cannot be defined, because all of you know 1 divided by or some finite value divided by 0 if I write, it is an undefined quantity. That is why sin x should not be here equal to 0. And what is our observation? When you can find sin 0, sin x is 0 when x is equal to n pi. That means here this is taking all the real numbers except which values, n pi, where n is integer. Therefore, cosecant graph you cannot draw just like sine and cos for every real number, where you have to give breaks at integral multiples of pi, that is 0, 180 and 360 etc. all such kind values. Now to draw this cosecant function graph, let's take the help of sine graph. Okay students, how to take the help of this sine graph? Now first you have to draw this sine graph in a dotted lines. To draw cosecant graph, what I am taking is, first you consider the same sine graph in dotted lines. That means like this, I am drawing here, this is sine graph just now we observed. Okay students, in a dotted one. Now this is 0 and this is plus 1 and it is minus 1. Okay. And now what are these values? Pi, and this is 2 pi, and this side minus pi, and this is minus 2 pi. Just how you can decide these are pi, 2 pi? Just now we observed sin x is 0 for all integral multiples of pi. So here we have taken values in this way. Now just now we observed where it is not defined, sin x is 0 for all x belongs to how much here, or x equal to n pi, n is integer. Now wherever these values sin x is 0, just draw parallel lines to y axis, and if this is our y axis and we draw parallel lines to y axis, already y axis is here for 0 and for pi I am drawing here a line parallel to y axis. Understand, wherever it is coming 0, and again here I am drawing a line parallel to y axis. Now let's draw here also line parallel to y axis and this one also parallel to y axis. Like this, however they are there, all lines we draw parallel to y axis exactly where the denominator is becoming as 0. Wherever denominator is coming 0, at those points you have to take lines parallel to y axis. Now the easy way of defining this cosecant graph is, this is the maximum point, right? As that is the maximum point, just take a line here in this way. Very easy if you take the help of sine graph. Understand, maximum is coming for cosecant, it is coming as minimum. And now here this is the least value. Now I am taking graph in this way. Okay students, and next one, this side if you take the graph you draw like this. Okay, wherever minimum is coming, there to this curve maximum is coming. Again here maximum is coming, now you draw this one as up like this. And let us erase now this dotted lines, I am erasing this dotted sine curve, just I am erasing, and now clearly you can observe this is nothing but cosecant graph. Very easy, na? Just take the help of sine graph, and wherever maximum is coming, take the least value. Wherever least is coming for the cosecant graph, you take the maximum value. So in this way we draw now cosecant graph. Now let us check what are our observations. So what are our observations? First of all, when x is tending to 0, that is when x is 0, what about cosecant x value? It is undefined. And how it is undefined? Towards the positive side of y values, implies tending toward here plus infinity. Okay, and next value, suppose if I take x value as pi, that is pi minus just less than pi. Understand, then how are y values? They are going here again upwards. Understand, again here pi plus minus infinity, 2 pi minus minus infinity, and like this here 0 here 0 plus plus infinity, 0 minus, it is minus infinity. So students, these graphs are very useful for our calculus chapter, which is containing two parts, differential calculus and integral calculus. in differential calculus and integral calculus, many problems we take the help of graphs, so that instead of doing the mathematical approach, if you use the graphs, you can just do the problem in a few minutes. Okay, that is the help here. And now just understand how to draw the graph of cosecant just by taking the help of sine graph. And after that, our observation, is this continuous? Yes, it is continuous, no doubt, because continuity we consider only for the points where the function is defined, where it is defined for all real numbers. X belongs to here all the real numbers except which value? N pi, where n is integer. For all real numbers except n pi, the curve is always continuous curve. Whereas if they ask overall set of real numbers, is it continuous? Sure, it is not continuous. Over the set of real numbers, breakpoints are there, but over the set of this one r minus n pi, the function is continuous. And next one is, what are other observations? How is the same kind of graph you can observe? This is one graph value, it is up, and the other one is down. Now here also you observe one is up and the other one is down. So same shape, if you consider this as one shape, then the same shape is repeating for every gap of how much here? 2 pi units. So for a gap of 2 pi units, you can observe same shape of the curve like this, up and down like this. Therefore this is known as what here? Period of the function. So what is the period of cosecant graph here? Cosecant function, it is nothing but here the period is nothing but how much? It is 2 pi. Okay students, so period of cosecant function is 2 pi. And next one is increasing and decreasing nature. So what are increasing and decreasing natures here? From this is pi by 2, if I take 0 to pi by 2, decreasing, and pi by 2 to pi, it is again increasing. So no need of buttifying or anything, just to recollect the graph of the function. So directly you can tell what are the values, that means increases in what interval, decreases for what interval. So always you have to feed all these graphs in your mind computer. So whenever you require, just press a button here and thereby you can get all the values. So 0 to pi by 2, how it is coming? Decreasing. Pi by 2 to pi increases. Again here pi to this is what? 3 pi by 2. Pi to 3 pi by 2 increases, and 3 pi by 2, as long as x is increasing here, y values are going down. Understand? Decreasing. X increases, correspondingly y values decreasing. So 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, the function decreases. So this observation you can use from the graph. And next one here, how cosecant is taking values. Here cos is taking between -1 and +1, sine also taking between -1 and +1. Then what about cosecant is taking what type of values? So cosecant is taking here values. Observe here 1 it takes, because if you put here x equal to 90 degrees, 1 by sine 90. What is 1 by sine 90? It is 1 only. So cosecant 90 equal to 1. So cosecant 90 is 1, sine 90 also 1. So 1 is there, and here also similarly -1 also there. But after 1, however all values they are more than 1. Understand? And however all this kind value they are less than -1. So what about here? Cosecant x is lying in between what type of values? So cosecant x values, they are less than or equal to -1, or cosecant x values they are greater than or equal to which one? +1. Understand students? That implies we say x is, that is cosecant x values, they are taking values from -infinity to -1. At the same time union, it is 1 comma infinity. Union usually we denote for the symbol r. Understand? So I used this bracket, means including -1, including +1, and I use this bracket because infinity minus infinity only we are using symbol for the largest or least number. So you don't know exactly what is the value. That's why here we kept open interval, that is parenthesis bracket. So students, you observe cosecant x is belonging to this kind of interval. So only these values. So what is our another knowledge from this cosecant x function? If I say cosecant x is equal to, suppose if I say cosecant x is equal to, it is 1 by 2. Is it the right equation or wrong equation? Cosecant x, will it take any time 1 by 2 here? No doubt, it is not taking, right. So cosecant x cannot be 1 by 2. Cosecant x is always above 1, but it cannot be below 1, and here less than minus 1, but it can't be above minus 1. So in between minus 1 and 1, you cannot find any value for cosecant x. So if you come across this kind of equation, immediately you can say there is no such real value of x. Suppose if I give cosecant x is equal to, it is minus 3. Is it right or wrong here? Observe, minus value it can take, no doubt it is minus 3 somewhere here, and correspondingly here you can observe that kind of value. So cosecant x minus 3 is right. From this one, minus 1 means all this side you can find negative real numbers. And if I give, suppose cosecant x is equal to 0, what about this value? 0, again you find the graph cannot here intersect or any value, and moreover it is not in between minus 1 and plus 1. So no graph in cosecant function can take values between minus 1 to plus 1. Hence cosecant x is 0 is a wrong value. That means no such real x find such that cosecant x equal to 0. So like this here students, once you know the graph, you can analyze many concepts. Here according as our knowledge we have discussed only few concepts, but later if you know about other chapters like functions, differential calculus, etc., you can observe many other concepts also using these graphs. That is why always these 6 graphs are very important. Now let us do about secant graph also. Let us take the help of cos function. Cos function, if you take students, then y is cos is here. Now just take the graph of cos function roughly here, and this one is cos, as I said, take it in dotted lines for secant graph. I am taking in dotted lines, okay. Now secant dx, what is the definition? Secant x is nothing but 1 divided by cos x, and therefore it is defined only when cos x is not equal to 0. If cos x is 0, what will happen? Then this value is 0, 1 by 0 means again undefined. That is why cos x should not be equal to here 0. So now that means here this is defined only for x belongs to all the real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2. So odd 2 pi by 3 pi by 2, etc., that kind of values, and this n is always here integer, n belongs to I. Now students, this is only in these values we can. So cos x is 0 when it is coming, when x belongs to here odd multiples of pi by 2. Now odd multiples of pi by 2, let us take just like our previous graph, vertical lines here. This is which value? Pi by 2, because cos x is 0 at pi by 2. And what is this value? Pi. Cos pi is minus 1 and cos 0 is plus 1. 3 pi by 2, odd value. Whatever point you are crossing, that means you are observing when the curve is crossing x axis, at that particular value the function, that is cos x is 0. Curve is intersecting x axis. So here cos x is 0. Curve is intersecting x axis, cos x 0. Curve is intersecting x axis, cos 0. And again here also this is minus 3 pi by 2. So students, these are the values which we can observe. Now wherever it is taking cos is 0, take vertical lines, that is parallel to y axis. In previous graph also we have taken the same, but there actually those are at integral multiples of pi. Got this students? And now after this, just like the previous cosecant graph, take a curve, that means in this way you just draw the curve like this, and again here wherever least is coming, now this is the curve. Again where here this one least is coming, draw the curve like this. So in this way if you observe, this is nothing but secant graph. After this just erase this dotted graph, that is cos graph. So whenever you have any doubt to draw secant graph or cosecant, take the help of sine and cos respectively. Now while drawing this graph, again our observations just like our previous thing, that is between 0 and pi by 2, how are our value students? That is increasing, understand? And next pi by 2 to pi, as x is increasing like this, correspondingly y also how it is increasing, okay? And as it is again from pi onwards, x is increasing, correspondingly how are y values also? Here they are decreasing, understand? So this is the nature of increasing and decreasing nature. And after this you can observe clearly students, these are the values where the secant function is defined only for these real numbers, and in this complete set of real numbers there is no gap, that means secant x is continuous in this set, understand? Suppose if they ask over the set of real numbers, secant function is discontinuous for all odd multiples of pi by 2, but they are not asking this. Only from this set the secant function always continuous. So these are the observations which we can take from secant graph also. And here how is the secant function taking values? Secant function also you observe, it is above +1 and below -1, but it is not falling any value in between -1 and +1. So this is less than or equal to -1, or secant x is greater than or equal to how much? +1, understand? So less than or equal to -1, less than this, more than this. Exactly -1 means if I put x value as pi, x is pi, cos pi -1. Not only pi, if you take minus pi, again -1, and next if you take here next value 5 pi etc., again you will get -1. So now here these are the values, it can take -1, similarly it can take +1 also, but it won't take any values in between -1 and +1, understand students? That means whatever secant x is taking, it is same as like our cosecant x graph also, understand? Next one, what about the period? How is the same shape of curve is coming? So if you start suppose like this, and this one is the other one, okay? So one is this, the other is next. Again it is coming how? Again it is coming like this, and next one is this. Again it is coming like this, and next one is. That means this is repeating for every interval. What is the interval between these? -3 pi by 2 to pi by 2. If you take the difference, it is nothing but how much? 2 pi, okay? Again pi by 2 to here 5 pi by 2. The difference is, sorry, pi by 2 to the other value, again the difference is how much? 2 pi. So in every gap of 2 pi, it is taking same shape. Hence we observed for sin x, cos x, secant x, cosecant x, what is the period? It is nothing but 2 pi. Okay students, so these 4 graphs first I have drawn. The reason is, however sine graph you have taken the same model cos, the only thing is both are waveform. Sine curve is passing through origin, whereas cosine curve is intersecting y-axis at x equal to 0. And next one is sine function period, cos function period, correspondingly their reciprocals period, all are equal to 2 pi. And increasing and decreasing nature overall you can't say, but you can find here different parts of intervals. Only this part and the other part, small intervals if you take, you can define about the increasing or decreasing nature of these functions. And next one is what kind of x values the function can take, and where is exactly cos x lies in between, sin x lies in between, etc. points we have discussed up to now. Now what are the leftover two functions, tan x and cot x? Let us discuss those also. So students, observe these graphs. This is y equal to tan x. Y equal to tan x means what is the meaning? Sin x divided by cos x. And you know cos x value is 0. When it will be 0? For all odd multiples of pi by 2, 90, 270, etc. And therefore this function must be defined only when the denominator is not equal to 0. That's why we have taken all the real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2. Okay. And now tan x values, how it is taking. Let us have a glance on this graph. Now you observe, you have to take vertical lines just like our previous cosecant and cot. These vertical lines you take exactly wherever cos x value is taking as 0. And these are the vertical lines, that means at pi by 2, at 3 pi by 2, at minus pi by 2, at minus 3 pi by 2, etc. like that up to plus infinity and minus infinity. So all vertical lines we have to draw, and after that you observe the graph you can take between minus 90 to 90. This is the curve you can observe. As I said again, how we got all these shape etc. You know how to draw the line by marking 0, comma, suppose known values 30 degrees, 0, comma 1 by root 3, 0, comma 1, 0, comma again root 3. If you mark them, it comes like this only. But exact shape means differential calculus we study about it. So now here minus 90 to 90, we got these values. So this is one curve in this way. Again you observe pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 between two vertical lines. Always the graph is between the two vertical lines. In previous also secant x and cosecant x also the curve is coming always between the two vertical lines. So here also between the two vertical lines this is the curve. Again between these two vertical lines this is the curve. And where it is meeting exactly x axis. Exactly x axis it is meeting at integral multiples of pi, because we know already we have discussed about tan x is 0 for all x values belonging to which one here? N pi. X equal to n pi where n is integer. That's why here you observe curve is meeting x axis means at that particular stage exactly the y value is 0. Y is 0 when x equal to n pi. So minus pi, 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, etc. At that points exactly curve has to intersect x axis. So these are the points where the curve is intersecting. Observe the same shape of the curve where it is repeating in the gap of minus 90 to 90 this curve. Again 90 to 270 this one. Same shape of the curve. It is repeating in a gap of 180 degrees. Okay. So you are getting like this. This is the tan graph. It is coming in this way. In a gap of same model is repeating in a gap of 180 units. Therefore, period of this function is nothing but pi. And next one you observe from minus 90 to 90 as x increases slowly, how is y value? It is also increasing. Okay. Therefore, it is an increasing function from minus 90 to 90, 90 to 270, etc. Okay. And later period we defined, increasing nature we defined. Again it is continuous for all x belonging to this interval. If they ask about r, then we say discontinuous, but here for all x belonging to this interval the tan function is continuous. Similarly, have a glance on cot also. How is the denominator you observe? It is sin x. This sin x value not equal to 0, then only you can define cot x. So when is sin 0? For all x belonging to n pi. Therefore, you have to take all the real numbers excluding n pi. So at values 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 2 pi, you have to draw vertical lines. And between two vertical lines, this is the graph. Understand? So students, you can observe this tan x and cot x graph simply just like two dancing dolls. Okay. So one is dancing this side, the other is dancing this side clearly. Now here also period you observe same shape is coming in a gap of how many units? 0 to pi, understand? So, pi units, same shape of graph is repeating. So, this period of cortex function is nothing but pi. Now again decreases, here you observe 0 to pi. If you observe first quadrant, second quadrant, the cot function is a decreasing function. So like this, students, you can observe clearly all these 6 graphs. You have to practice all these, and just like take a pen and pencil or book here, and thereby you just take all these 6 graph practice. Not only the shape of the curves you have to practice, at the same time what are important things you have to take, what values you are taking on x axis. In all the 6 graphs we have taken x axis same values, but the thing is where the curve is intersecting x axis and where you are drawing vertical lines, all these are coming into the matter. So students, just practice all these. Tomorrow we will come with the definitions of, that means with the concept of domain, range. We observed already, but I did not put any names, okay. So what is a domain, what is a range, and for these trigonometric functions, domain, range, and problems based, simple problems based on these all graphs, okay students. So just practice today.